guys! Today we'll talk about the first conditional that drives you crazy. Actually, not only the first conditional drives you crazy, all of them do. That's why today we'll talk about the first one, the first conditional. Next week we'll talk about the second, and the week after we'll talk about the third. And maybe, just maybe, we'll talk about mixed conditionals in a couple of weeks' time. Let's see, but today, let's focus on the first conditional. When do we use it? So first conditional, we use every time when we want to talk about the future. So if we are having some plans and we are intending to do something and we want to ask about our plans, what happens if, then we're going to use first conditional. Let's see. For example, tomorrow I am planning to see a friend of mine, and I'm thinking of meeting them at 2 p.m. or at 3 p.m. I'm not sure because I don't know how much work I'm going to have tomorrow. So if I have little work, I will meet my friends at 2 p.m. But if I have more work, that means that I will meet them at 3 p.m. So when I have, or if I have little work, I will meet them at 2. If I have more, I will meet them at 3 p.m. So when we are talking about first conditionals, we need to remember that we are talking about the future. The only reason that we do not use will on both sides of the equation is because when we use the word if, we never follow it with will, we follow it with present simple. So we will say, what will you do if something happens, and not if something will happen? Or I will go to the cinema if the weather isn't good, not if the weather will not be good. Always remember this one rule. When there is if, there is no will, and you will be always correct. Let's look at this example. I don't actually know where we're going to go tomorrow. We might go to our favorite restaurant because we love the food, or we might go to a new restaurant because there's a new one opened in town and we would love to check it out. So, I assume that if we decide to be courageous, we will go to a new restaurant. If we decide to be courageous or adventurous, we will go to a new restaurant. But if we decide to go and spend time the way we know it feels good, then we will go to our favorite restaurant. So if we want something that we know, we will go to our favorite restaurant. If we want something new, we will go to a new restaurant. And one more example here. I'm not quite sure how I will come back home tomorrow. And I'm not sure what time I will come back home tomorrow after my meeting. I might come back home before 7 p.m. or I might come back home after 7 p.m. So I assume that if we have great time and if the food is awesome, we will stay up late. And most possibly, I will come back home after 7 p.m. because I'm going to enjoy myself so much. So if the food is great, we will stay long and we will come back home after 7 p.m. But if the food is not all that great, then most possibly we will come back home before 7 p.m. If the food isn't so great, we will come back home before 7 p.m. So what about questions? What will you do this weekend? What plans do you have? I'm thinking that if the weather is beautiful, I will possibly sunbathe in my garden. If the weather is beautiful, I will sunbathe in my garden. But if it's raining, then I think I might go to the cinema. So if it's raining or if it rains, I will go to the cinema. I would rather stay and sunbathe, but if it rains, if the weather isn't good, I will go to the cinema. And what about you? So how do we ask questions in first conditional? First of all, we need to remember to ask about the future. So if we asked about future, we will have will. So what will happen if you go to sleep late tonight? What will happen if you go to sleep late tonight? Actually, I'm going to put it like this so you can see it better. What will happen if you go to sleep late tonight? If I go to sleep late tonight, I will be very, very sleepy tomorrow. And I don't like being sleepy. What will happen if you don't eat dinner today? What will happen if you don't eat dinner today? If I don't eat dinner today, I think I will be very, very hungry. If I don't eat dinner today, I will be really, really hungry. So what about you? What will happen if you don't eat dinner tonight? And what will happen if you don't hear your alarm clock tomorrow morning? What will happen if you don't hear your alarm clock tomorrow morning? If I don't hear my alarm clock tomorrow morning, I think I will be late for my classes. If I don't hear my alarm clock tomorrow morning, I think I will be late for my classes. That's all about the first conditional. I hope it's easy right now. So what will you do once you start using it? What future will you be talking about? I wonder what will happen if you visit Top Potential channel next week. I think if you visit Top Potential channel next week, you will see another episode, and this time it will be about your conditional number 2. Remember to put your thumbs up and also press those notifications so you will get notified when the next episode arrives. See you at Top Potential YouTube channel and enjoy using your first conditional. See you soon, guys. Take care. Jeszcze raz. If you don't go to sleep late tonight. So what will happen if you do not go to sleep late? What will happen? Nie wierzę. Cięcie. Tomorrow. Jeszcze raz. Jeszcze raz. Jeszcze raz. That's all about the first certificate. Jeszcze raz. Jeszcze raz. Thumbs up if you like this episode, and I hope that you do. Jeszcze raz. See you on my channel, Top Potential. Take care and have fun.